Welcome back, Outlaws. On this adventure, we're visiting the Birch Aquarium in San Diego, California. So stay tuned. We pulled into La Jolla shores and made our way up to the Birch Aquarium. Perched high above the Pacific coastline, this place has been part of the Scripps Institution of Oceanography since 1903. One of the oldest and most respected marine research centers in the world. The aquarium itself opened at this current site in 1992, and it's more than just tanks and sea creatures. It's a window into ocean science, conservation, and the mysteries that still lie beneath the surface. With our tickets in hand, we made our way past the entrance. No lines, just a quick scan and a smile. Classic San Diego hospitality. The ocean world was waiting. Just past the entrance, we're greeted by a life-size model of a great white shark. Jaws wide open and suspended from the ceiling. A reminder of who really rules the food chain out here. It set the tone. From there, we're making our way towards the Living Seas Gallery, where the first glimpses of marine life wait behind glass. As we make our way through the galleries, each tank offers a window into a different world. Habitats stretching from the chilly Pacific Northwest to the vibrant reefs of Baja California. Birch Aquarium features more than 60 habitats, carefully recreated to reflect the real ecosystems off our coast and beyond.
We'll talk about it. Look at the starfish. These are different kinds.
I didn't set out in this video to name every species you'll see, though there's plenty of biodiversity in these tanks if you're the type to look closer. This time, I just wanted to let the visuals do the talking. The movement, the color, the texture. Sometimes it's enough just to observe how these creatures move through their world, without turning it into a checklist. This is what this experience is all about. It's not just about the grand spectacle here. Every display is a part of a broader mission to educate and inspire. Most of these creatures are part of an ongoing research or conservation programs, many led by Scripps Institution of Oceanography just down the hill. This isn't a collection, it's a living classroom. One of the most mesmerizing displays is the moon jellyfish. It's also one of my favorites. Their translucent bells pulse gently in the water, each one marked by 4 faint horseshoe-shaped rings. These jellies don't rely on speed or strength. They drift with the currents, feeding upon plankton and tiny crustaceans. Despite their ghostly appearance, they're surprisingly resilient, found in oceans all over the world. Watching them float felt like time had slowed down. Sometimes the best way to take everything in is just to stop talking for a moment. So that's what I'm going to do. I'll play a little music and then I'll check back in with you in a little bit. Now that the music's faded, we catch a glimpse of something unexpected. A diver, fully suited, scrubbing the inside of the kelp forest tank. It's easy to forget that these exhibits need constant care, from cleaning algae off the acrylic to making sure the kelp stays healthy. Divers like this are part aquarist, part janitor, and part underwater gardener. It's all part of keeping the ecosystem thriving for the animals and for us. The kelp forest exhibit is one of the highlights here, and for good reason. Modeled after the real coastal ecosystems just offshore, it features towering strands of giant kelp swaying in constant surge, just like they do in the wild. These forests are home to leopard sharks, Garibaldi, rockfish, and more, all navigating the vertical maze of fronds. What's wild is that the kelp can grow up to a foot a day, and keeping this tank healthy takes regular dives from staff to trim and maintain the algae. It's not just a display, it's a living, breathing ecosystem. As we make our way out back, we stepped into one of the most hands-on parts of the aquarium, the tide pool plaza. These shallow pools are home to local intertidal species like sea stars, anemones, and urchins, all adapted to survive the crashing waves and shifting tides of Southern California's coastline. What's special here is that you can actually touch some of them, guided by staff who make sure both visitors and animals stay safe. And with the Pacific stretching out behind it, this spot offers one of the best ocean views in San Diego. Just beyond these tide pools lies the heart of something much bigger, Scripps Institution of Oceanography. It started back in 1903 as a small marine biology lab, founded by biologist William Ritter, with support from philanthropist Ellen Browning Scripps. What began as a modest operation on the San Diego coast has grown into one of the world's leading centers for ocean and earth science. From climate research to deep sea exploration, the work done here shapes how we understand our planet. And it all started just a few steps from where these sea stars in this tide pool cling to the rocks.
And the reason why you don't find ones that massive in the fish market is they're too massive to fit in a lobster trap. So the California spiny lobsters in captivity can live up to 25 years, and that might be less time than in the wild. Now, some geographers say there was a time when the California spiny lobsters and the Maine lobsters were more close. But these days, the science about each one may not be alike at all. These days, some science...
Back inside now, we check out some of the displays. And one of my favorite ones, and one that always stands out, is the oarfish. Long, silver, and almost mythical. It's the world's longest bony fish, rarely seen alive, with its ribbon-like body and red fin. It's no wonder it inspires sea serpent legends. Seeing it up close is a reminder of just how strange and vast the deep ocean really is. Next up are the seahorses, easily one of the most unusual fish in the ocean. With their upright posture, curled tails, and the horse-like heads, they look more like something out of a storybook than a reef. But they're real, and surprisingly tough. Instead of scales, they've got bony plates for protection, and they use their tails to anchor themselves to seagrass or coral. What really sets them apart is that the males carry the babies. They've got a brood patch where the female deposits her eggs and he does the rest until hundreds of tiny seahorses are born, fully formed and ready to drift. These are leafy seadragons. Despite the name, it's not a dragon or a seahorse exactly, but a close relative of both. Native to the southern and western coasts of Australia, the leafy sea dragon is known for its long, leaf-like appendages that help it blend in with the seaweed and kelp. These aren't used for swimming, they're pure camouflage. It moves with tiny, nearly invisible fins, giving it the illusion of drifting seaweed. They're part of the same family as seahorses and pipefish, but unlike seahorses, they can't grasp things with their tails, and while the male seahorses carry young in a pouch, the male sea dragons carry eggs on the undersides of their tails. Now we stop by one of the aquarium's newest additions, the little blue penguins. Native to Australia and New Zealand, they're the smallest penguin species in the world, standing just over a foot tall. The exhibit recreates their coastal habitat with rocky outcrops, sandy shores, and even a wave machine. One last look at the coast, and that's the end of our visit, at least for today. From delicate sea stars to drifting jellyfish, curious penguins to ghostly oarfish, Birch Aquarium offers a glimpse into the astonishing life that thrives just off our coast. If you watched all the way through, thank you. Whether this was your first video or you've been following along for a while, I'm truly grateful for the time you've shared. If you're new here, feel free to hit that subscribe button. I dive into places like this often, and there's always another story to tell. And to everyone who's liked, commented, or shared a video recently, your support means more than you know. You help these stories find new eyes and make this community what it is. Until next time, stay curious, stay kind, and we'll see you on the next one.